little bit surprised. But this will be my first live interview. So say hi, Hettie.
Hi.
We'll be sat next to you in a minute. Just waiting for some people to come in. So those that joined me on the live yesterday, I did mention, well, I was attempting to clean, wasn't I? And I did mention that there'll be 2 interviews. So when you come in, please like the live. Please subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Sim, and I'll be in front of the camera shortly. And my channel is SimSENDTalk. And I raise issues relating to special educational needs and disability. So hopefully everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Right, we're going to start. Hettie. Well, as we're recording in England or the UK, I'm sure a lot of people are at work, but as I said, people from different parts of the country. So, all right, let's get started. Yes. I'm hoping if you shift over a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Hettie, obviously, no one's come in yet, but they can always watch it later.
Later, okay, that's fine.
So I'm just going to ask you to introduce yourself, and then I'll come back round here.
Oh,
and then
introduce
we'll get
myself.
Started. Yeah, I'm going to come next in front of you now.
All right.
Okay. Right. How are you feeling?
Excited.
Excited? Your mic's on, isn't it?
Yeah, this has been a long time coming.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, so very excited.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously, this is a live interview. In fact, this is my first live interview. How are you feeling about
I feel lucky. I feel blessed.
You're lucky. Yeah. Let me just let you know, Hettie is from South Africa.
I'm South African, yeah. Born and bred.
Born and bred. And that's why she just got the vibe, guys. Look at her. The beautiful hair, the beautiful face.
Thank you.
So, she wasn't shy about going live at all.
Nah.
So myself and Hettie, we've met through church. And a lovely mutual friend called Shay actually introduced us, didn't she? So almost every Sunday, Hettie is on the stage singing because she's got a beautiful voice, and you go live.
In a team, worship team. Yeah.
You never know; it might be solo soon.
Yeah.
But and so they go live. So you're natural for the camera. But yeah, just introduce yourself a bit.
Yeah, my name is Hettie. 51, almost 52.
Hey!
I'm a mom of 4 young adults. My oldest turned 27. Actually.
Wow!
On Monday, he turns 27. Then I have a 24-year-old, 23-year-old, and a 22-year-old.
Oh my goodness!
Who is my youngest one, who has diagnosis of autism and learning disability. I love life. I'm a full-time carer. Just left work to become a full-time carer.
Okay.
And I've got a lovely church community and just other communities that I belong to.
Fantastic.
So,
all right. So, Hettie, I'm going to go over there.
Yeah.
The camera's going to be on you, girl. Yeah. And I'm just going to... So, guys, for those of you that may have seen my videos before, if you haven't, if this is the first time you're seeing me, my name's Sim. This is SimSENDTalk. And I raise awareness about all issues relating to special educational needs and disabilities. This channel has actually been going on for about 4 years. But in the last, I would say, maybe from September, I've started to be more consistent. But there was a lot of interviews I started off with. So it's quite nice to get back into it. Yeah. So if you haven't subscribed and you want to see more of my content, then you know what to do. And like the live. Okay?
Please subscribe and like. And share the video.
Share, that's the one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Over to you.
Yes.
Right. Let me just start. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining. Sorry, obviously I couldn't see the comments. Thank you so much. So if you just joined, don't forget to like the live, guys. Just double tap the screen. And as I mentioned, please subscribe. So Hettie,
yes,
if you wouldn't mind just going in
here.
that middle part.
Yeah. This is perfect.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So it's going to zoom in. So Hettie, tell me a little bit more about yourself, or tell us. You mentioned that you're a mum of 4.
Yes. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I came to the United Kingdom from South Africa in 2001 to actually join my now ex-husband, who came in 1999. So I joined him here. And I've since had 4 children, like I said. My youngest one, his name is Lusanda. He has a diagnosis of autism and learning disability. So hence I'm being interviewed today. It's been a journey just raising him from obviously from when he was young until now. Just seeing the different changes in his life, behavior, and all of that. So yeah, just here to share.
Yeah. So Lusanda is 22. Did you say?
He just turned 22.
Turned 22.
On the 1st of May.
So tell me, when did you notice that you've got 4 children?
Yeah.
So you would know about your children's development.
Yeah.
When did you notice that something's a bit different with Lusanda?
Yeah. He was probably about 18 months. Like you said, I already had 3 other children. So I sort of like I knew what to expect. But Lusanda, I used to think, oh wow, what a content child. At 18 months, he wasn't even doing like, how children what is it called? Babbling?
Babbling?
Yeah. He wasn't doing none of that. He was just a quiet child. I didn't know when he was full or needed a nappy change. He was just a very relaxed child. Wouldn't cry a lot. And I thought, this one's different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either he's just content or, and then obviously as time went on, around 2, I said, I think I need to ask the GP, what's going on. And then the GP said, no, don't compare him with other kids, children grow differently. But then came the time when you are starting nursery. He was still on a nappy. I was struggling with toilet training. I'd used everything that I knew. He still wasn't talking, still hadn't said a word. And then he started nursery. I already knew. There was just no diagnosis. However,
you knew it was autism, or you just knew there was something?
I knew it was because I discussed with them. What do they call it? The ones that come to your house?
Oh, health visitors.
Health visitors. Because I discussed with the health visitor my concerns. I had already been reading some things and thinking this might be autism. Looking at the signs.
Yeah.
However, what really helped was the nursery teacher.
Okay.
Lusanda's nursery teacher said, we've been noticing this behavior. How would you feel if we assessed Lusanda for autism? I said, yeah, why not? So he was assessed and was referred to speech and language therapy, all sorts of things that he could be referred to at the time. He was eventually diagnosed with, having autism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just welcome a few people to the chat. So we've got Tang, we've got Son, we've got Jesus_Heaven_Hill, we've got Ronan. Ronan's one of my regulars. Welcome, everyone. And we've got what we've got here? We've got someone says, Mother, what happened? Hey, what is this? Okay, so thank you, Hettie.
Yeah.
So let me just ask. So the nursery teacher, she picked up on, or the staff picked up on something, and they did their own assessment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it came up for them because obviously pediatricians are the ones, or speech and language are the ones with the full diagnosis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what happens after that?
And then statement of needs. Oh, so of course he saw the pediatrician. GP first.
GP. So GP again.
GP again. Nothing against professionals. However, sometimes professionals They don't believe us as mothers. Uh, so many times they don't believe us because obviously they've learned whatever they've learned from the
Yeah.
books, and they've got degrees
Yeah.
on those subjects. However, I always believe that us mothers, we need to be listened to.
Yeah.
Mothers, carers, guardians, fathers who are raising children with additional needs. I
Yeah.
think we need to be listened to. So after the school said what they said, I was sent back to the GP, who then referred Lusanda
Mm-hmm.
to pediatrics, and that's when things started really.
Yeah.
Different tests, like eye test, hearing tests, because another thing, you would call Lusanda's name and say Lusanda. Lusanda wouldn't even turn his head. So we didn't know whether was it a hearing issue or what was happening. So that's when the ball started rolling really. And then the school, once there was a formal diagnosis, the school then started the process of a statement
Okay. Yeah. Back
of
then it was a
needs,
statement. Yeah.
which is a EHCP plan now.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it's called. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the school started that process,
Okay.
but there were still challenges at school. He was hitting out. He was picking up chairs and tables. So the mainstream school, they couldn't really manage him. So there
Just
was,
for the information for those watching and those that will watch later,
yeah,
is Lusanda verbal or non-verbal?
he is verbal, limited verbal. He now can speak in sentences, like
Okay.
2-word
Yeah.
sentences.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is verbal, but very
Yeah.
limited.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Going back to what you were
It's all
saying, there
right.
was he was throwing things at school.
Yes. At one time he had 2 TAs. So the school, I was working alongside the Senko. They were really trying to support, to be very supportive of Lusanda. But he wasn't learning. It ended up feeling like he was just being babysat at school. And then a special needs school was suggested. And just talking about special needs schools, not every child who has autism or any additional needs
Yeah.
needs to go to a special needs school.
Yeah.
You know, some children, they really thrive.
Yeah.
They really thrive in mainstream school. But Lusanda thrived once he went
To the
to
special
a
school.
special
Yeah.
needs school. So that was another process. So when he was in year 1, that's when he started going to a special
Oh
school.
wow! From year
Yeah,
1.
yeah. So nursery and reception, he was in the mainstream school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you find the school once he started at the special school? You don't have to mention the name.
Ooh, Lusanda was just calm. I remember I was waiting for a phone call.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh my
first
gosh.
day, because when he was at mainstream school, there would be a phone call.
Wow. What?
Oh, he's
Every day.
done this, come pick him up, or something's happened. And the day went 10, 11, 12, 1. I'm like, oh, no phone call. So that was for me when I first thought, oh wow, looks like this might work. I'm not saying that special school was perfect, because there were still issues there throughout his schooling days. But there was that management of behavior. I don't know what they do, but yeah. So I was happy with where he was.
Yeah,
at
they
the
would have
time.
had more information, wouldn't they?
Yes, yeah.
More specialised in that.
Yeah.
And he stayed there until age?
He stayed there until 18. Yeah, I think until he was 18.
18.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was 18.
So describe, if you can pick one, because I know there
Yeah.
might be so many. Or maybe you can say more than one, like some of the biggest challenges you have faced, whether it's home. I don't want to put things in your, you tell
Yeah.
us what has been one of your biggest challenges on this journey.
Oh, one of the biggest challenges for me, I think, has been just being lost, not knowing what to do, right? when you have this child that's got additional needs, and with Lusanda, he would cry, he would scream, he would kick, he would, and just being lost, not knowing what to do, what to say. And you've got other children. I, obviously 3 older children. For me, that was just not having answers, I think. That was the biggest struggle. And another biggest struggle for me was just how we are perceived as a parent, by family, by society, that you're not disciplining the child.
Yeah.
The child just needs discipline.
Yeah.
And that was a challenge for me. And Lusanda would lash out and he would hit. That was another thing. That was a challenge.
So that must have, well, I can imagine in the way that, how did you feel leaving the home?
Oh my goodness. That's where problems started. Just leaving the house, going somewhere. He had a thing with people with blonde hair, ladies with blonde hair would want to pull the hair. Blonde hair would want to pull the hair. He had a thing with pets, dogs.
Really?
He would want to he calls it squeeze. Would teach him, no, be gentle, Lusanda. He would just, and there was a time when I would have to stop going to the park because he would just be hitting, or even children. He had a thing with little babies. When he would hear a little baby crying, he would want to go attack the baby. He had no sense of danger. He still doesn't really, even now. No sense of danger. He would just run to the road, and then people would swear at me.
Oh my God!
And, yeah.
Could you imagine like the PTSD? Like honestly, it's
I'm
just.
telling you, with Lusanda, there was so much. Birthday parties. My other children would be invited to birthday parties, and then we'd go there to a party. Lusanda would grab a cake, ruin the whole thing.
And then you feel so embarrassed. Like, let's just keep it 100, guys. Let me just pause a little bit because I'm mindful some people have joined the chat. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Please don't forget to double tap the screen to like it. If this is the first time you've joined the live, please subscribe. So Ronan says, non-verbal and verbal doesn't matter. They are still our kids and always will be, and a heart emoji. Thank you, Ronan. And thanks, Ronan, for this. If you're just coming in, this is SimSENDTalk's channel where Sim does interviews and does videos on kids and adults with special needs and does Mellow Monday and Therapist Thursday. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Ronan, for that. And Roman, this is my youngest subscriber. Roman's only 6.
Oh, hi, Roman.
Roman does not miss a live, but I'm wondering how comes he's not at school today. Hi, Roman. And they're just saying hi to each other. BBB, loving your honesty. Thank you, BB. Isn't she amazing? Thank you. And everyone's just saying hi. Hey, H and Simone. Loving this frank discussion. Thank you so much, B. Okay, so, and Ronan's asking Roman why he's not at school. We're gonna have to visit Roman. But yeah, okay, let's get back into it. Yeah. So the anxiety. And I, listen, guys, I'm not a professional interviewer. Like I'm myself a parent with lived experience.
Yes.
So I want to give you a high five because I can relate to so much. But I'm just trying to hold it in. But be as honest as you need to be. Yeah. How must that impacted the whole family?
It
as
did.
You said.
It did. And there was a time when one of my children were going to some party that they were invited to, and we had to go back home before we even arrived at the party because Lusanda we used to call it kicking off.
Yeah.
Lusanda was kicking off. We had to go back home. And obviously that affected them, my other children. By the way, they are 3 amazing young adults. I'm not just being biased because they are my children.
Yeah.
They have how they've supported their brother.
Yeah.
And just supported me.
That's so nice.
in just raising him, in just being there for Lusanda. They have been so hands-on with him. But for me, I think the most difficult thing has just been dealing with other people. The judgment. I love Lusanda. Lusanda is love. I want to say that to everyone. And he's such a joy. Lusanda has humbled me, right?
Yeah.
Lusanda has really humbled me, in my life, because you realize the most important things, right?
Yeah.
You think the most important thing is, oh, your child needs to go to university, finish school, which is that all those things are important.
Yeah.
But what happens if your child cannot achieve all those goals that are expected by society, right? And also, autism is a spectrum. So
yeah,
spectrum, there's high functioning, there's mid functioning, low functioning. So Lusanda can write his name. That's just about it, really.
Yeah.
He can copy some things that, if you write down, he can copy what you're writing, but he doesn't have that much understanding, right?
Yeah.
And which I think also is a perception that all children with autism, they all have some talent, and
Yeah.
it can sound like a backhanded compliment, that when you tell people that your child has autism, they all have some special talent, right? And some they do. So what happens to you as a parent when your child doesn't have a talent that you can see, maybe that, look, my child can play an instrument, can do it. By the way, Sandra has been involved in so many things. He can sing. He's got a very
Got a
beautiful,
beautiful
voice. He sings really well. However, those are the things that I found, the perceptions from people, and what people think sometimes can be difficult, when you're a parent who's raising a child with special needs. But now Lusanda's 22, right? I don't care about people's perceptions
Good.
anymore. I just don't. By the way, when Lusanda was younger, I'm a Christian, by the way. I used to be told, oh, there's a healer coming there. There's a pastor coming there. He heals, so-and-so's child was healed from autism. Same, I was all over the place trying to get healing, find healing for Lusanda, right? Because I wanted him to be healed of autism. It wasn't until I accepted Lusanda for who Lusanda was and gave Lusanda to God and said, God, here's my son. I don't know whether he needs to be healed. I don't even know what does healing look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I used to think, if Lusanda had been born without, I don't know what the condition is, but they've got like short arms.
Okay.
And short,
Yes.
I don't know what the condition is. And I've seen a lot of children thriving and adults thriving.
Yeah.
If he was born like that, would I ask then the Lord to elongate his legs or elongate his arms? I used to ask myself questions like that. Is it because he's got his issues are mental, that now I want some kind of healing? And that's a conversation I had to have with God, myself. And then until I just accepted Lusanda to say, stop running around to every church, trying to get some healing. Accept your child. And I accepted Lusanda. I mean, I'd already accepted him, but there's that pressure sometimes, as if you feel like as a parent you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
You're not praying enough.
Yeah.
You're not, you're not fighting enough. So, yeah.
How have you, as you were talking about praying and healing and things like that,
Yeah.
and you're Christian, how have you found the church has responded? So not specifically our church, but in general, because I know it has.
There's a story. I think I've shared this story
Yes,
with
go
you.
ahead.
By the way, that church was one of those healing churches. He was going to be touched and healed, right? And literally, because Lusanda makes noises, he still makes those noises.
Stimming, yeah.
When he was younger, it was worse. He's much better now. And literally, we were escorted out of the church.
So break it down.
Yeah.
So this so-called, so was it a regular church of yours, or you just went to visit?
I went to visit. I went because there was a healing session happening.
And you
on
went
that day,
with your son who has autism.
Yeah.
And who was it the pastor that asked you to leave, or was it like the ushers?
Yeah.
Who?
So the pastor asked for that whoever was making noise to be removed from the church, and mentioned that they don't allow demonic spirits, which clearly the soul Lusanda is having some kind of demonic spirits.
Wow.
And when the ushers came to now take Lusanda, I said, no, I'm just here for healing. He's got autism. I'm here for healing. Literally, I was asked, no, you cannot be here. These noises are demonic noises.
That's so sad.
We don't allow such spirits.
Oh my gosh.
In the church. So yeah, took our bags, me and my children. I said, let's go. And so it's just been really challenging when it comes to churches, right? The previous church I was in, they really tried. They did have some kind of a send ministry. They did really try. And then of course now where I am, Lusanda is home.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I've been able to just sit in the church and enjoy the church service without having to worry about Lusanda. I think we are just so blessed to be. Can I mention the name? Okay, I'm so blessed to be in the church that we are in right now, because they are really supportive. The Send ministry team there.
They really are.
Yeah.
I was sharing in one of my videos, there's like 3 classes. And the one where my son is, maybe they have to have another class, because it's just growing. More families are coming into the borough, or neighbouring boroughs.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just staying at home because they feel so isolated.
Yeah.
And when they find out, oh, actually, there's a church that will accept my child, and it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be like what you previously experienced. And I feel like that's another conversation with cultures.
Yeah. And I think also probably churches don't even know what to do.
And maybe they lack resources and stuff like that, but there's no way under any circumstances that you should have been asked to leave.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
To leave, and it was all the way in Newcastle.
Newcastle.
I had traveled all the way. I wanted healings for my son.
Wow. So you literally went everywhere.
Yes. I went everywhere.
I'm just going to read, catch up on some of this. So Roman, sorry to hear that you're unwell. I wish you well. And Ronan has put, I personally view autism not as a disorder to be fixed, but as a different, valid way of experiencing the world. Just to give you some context, Ronan has also got autism.
Okay.
So as we were saying, like, it is a spectrum.
Yeah.
In the UK, they do say ASD now. Ronan, it's forever changing, isn't it? But it is autism classed over here as an autism.
And I do agree with Ronan. I do agree. However, when you're a parent and you're trying to find answers, you are new to this. You're just thinking, you are all over the place.
Yeah.
And then you accept.
It's true. And to be honest, if you are someone that has a faith, whatever faith that looks like, in our case, it's Christian faith.
Yeah.
And before you had a child, you would, how can I put it? In everything we'll do, we would consult God on it. Like we'll pray about it.
We do.
So it
Yeah.
wouldn't change when you've got a child. And then when you've got a child with additional needs,
Yeah.
and you're like, wow, like you go, as I've mentioned before, you go through a grieving process. And maybe that's an
Yes.
unpopular opinion, but it's real. Whether
It's
people want to
real.
admit it or not, it's real.
Yeah.
And
It's real. That grieving process is real. And I would just also would love just for society to allow us to, as parents, to grieve, because we are the ones that are experiencing that, right?
yeah,
We are the ones that are experiencing the child with autism or any other additional needs.
yeah.
Um, someone said to me one time, "Oh, he's not autistic, he has autism." Okay,
Just tired.
it's just training. Oh, don't say your child is autistic. You are calling it. You are saying,
Oh, I did meet someone once who sneezed next to me. I think this was in, I can't remember what church. And I said, "Oh, have you got a cold?" "No, I'm not claiming it." Like, bro, just relax. Like, what? Come on.
relax.
Come on. I know power of the tongue
Yeah,
and all that, but come on. Just
because we are dealing with it on a daily basis. I had an experience when Lusanda is told no. That's like you've just said the heaviest insult. And no to Lusanda is just like it's ready to fight you, whatever it is. He was being picked up that Saturday morning. The minibus was already outside, and he didn't want to come out of the shower. He loves water. Some of our children, they love water, So he was in the shower and he wouldn't come out. And then I kept saying, "Lusanda, the minibus is outside. Come out." Simone, I was just standing downstairs, down down at the bottom of the stairs, and Lusanda came out of the shower. Things that just started happening, just slow motion.
wow.
Lusanda started running. He was naked, dripping of water. And I knew, oh, there's trouble. And I just froze. I just stood there. This was years ago. Lusanda is really calm now. He ran down the stairs and came and helped me and head-butted me.
Wow.
And I remember I wanted to cry.
Oh my gosh.
But at that time, I didn't want to make things worse.
Yeah.
I wanted to calm the situation down, only because I had told him to come out of the shower. And then he got dressed. I left him, got dressed, and left. Informed, those who were picking him up that it's just what happened. Because another thing, our children, it can start with something so small in the morning, and then it changes the whole day. So you need to let everyone know, whoever is working with him, to say there was an incident, because I didn't know whether he was going to take that kind of behavior or attitude or whatever you want to call it to them.
Yeah.
And when he left, and then I just cried, I just sobbed. And this is my child that I love. And this is how he communicates sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, oh, he just did that to me. And I've heard so many stories. I've seen so many stories where parents are literally attacked because a child doesn't even know how to express themselves.
Yeah.
That's just an expression to say, I'm angry,
Yeah.
So, parents and guardians, by the way, our children are very strong. Even the smallest, tiniest child can be so strong.
And he's taller than you, isn't he, Hettie?
He's 6 foot tall. Of course, it's taller
My
than me.
goodness. How tall are you, by the way?
5'2".
5'2", and you've got a 6 foot. He's tall. He's like the tallest child.
He's tall and big, yes.
Yeah.
And with his
And
siblings as well, he's a tallest.
He's solid. He could play rugby.
Oh, absolutely. And Lusanda has had weight issues as well. It's funny, there's another parent that I know. Her child doesn't like to eat. He's in his 20s, mid-20s, still has pure food.
Wow.
So we're laughing, having a conversation that my one is the opposite. Hers is the opposite. People think for her, just feed him.
Yeah.
They don't
Try this.
understand.
Have you done this?
Yeah.
We tried everything.
Like she's tried everything. He's fussy. The doctors are helping, professionals are helping, but he's just,
Yeah.
and he's a man now, so
Yeah.
he needs to eat solids. And then it's the opposite with mine.
Yeah.
He loves to eat. Someone's even said to me, "Oh, you are killing the child." Yeah, someone said, "Oh, you killing him. What are you giving him?" Lusanda is obese. For those who might be wondering what I'm talking about. So there's issues when it comes to, there's a link with food and autism. I don't know if you've heard this, Sim.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a link. Some of our children are very fussy with what they eat.
I'd say Callum was like that.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah. He wouldn't. He's getting better,
Yeah,
but it's very much the safe foods.
yeah.
And I realized from when he was younger, it was like the beige foods. It's the pasta.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Then it's the
Lusanda.
rice.
Yeah.
He's now having a little bit of chicken, but it has to be barbecue chicken cooked in a certain way, and he'll probably just take the skin, and the rest of the chicken is there. But then in the same way, things that he started to eat maybe when he was younger, then he stops, and then he won't eat it for
Yeah.
maybe about 3 or 4 years, and then he might try it again.
Try again. Yeah. It's been an issue with Lusanda, food issues. But I'm getting support. Hopefully that can just be sorted out.
Okay, let's just check. Thank you, Hettie. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's brilliant. Guys, thank you so much. Continue to like the live, subscribe if you haven't, because I know sometimes what happens is the numbers of the people that you can see on the live,
Yeah.
not everyone clicks in, because I know I'm the same. So
Yeah.
if you're hearing my voice and you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. We're just going to look at what Ronan has put. Ronan says, autism is hard, especially as a single dad of 2, but I've tried and will always try. Yeah, he's a fantastic father.
That's amazing, Ronan.
And then Ronan saying, Sophia is currently 4.8 at 4 and Rex is 0.7 at 4 months. So he's just, is that height or no, she can't be that tall. Sophia is currently 4.8. Maybe it's weight, I'm not sure. Just clarify that, please, Ronan.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's recently adopted another child and called Rex. So
that's amazing.
And I thought Rex was older, and then I see this picture of this cute little baby. Yeah. So so you've been on a real journey.
I've been on a journey. I've got so many examples that I could give you.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So, but I've definitely been on a journey throughout the years. I've seen where we've come from, where Lusanda has come from, to where he is now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ronan's clarified. I meant 3.8 as height. Okay.
Oh, as height. Yeah.
And I believe, Ronan, did you mention that Sophia has got autism as well? I feel like you had mentioned that in a previous live. But who would you say, Hettie, has been your support network?
Oh, well, God first, right? Me, I don't know how I would have done it without God. I don't know how I would have done it raising Lusanda without God. God has just been my strength, my anchor. I ran to him, I cried to him with everything. And then my 3 oldest children have just been really a strength of encouragement and support. And throughout Lusanda's life as having autism and learning disability. Learning disability was actually diagnosed later.
Ah.
Yeah, learning
Do
disability.
you know what?
Mm,
That's sorry to cut you. It's so hard
yeah.
not to. When Callum was diagnosed in 2020,
Mm,
bear in mind he was so obvious, but where if he was in another local borough beginning with N, he would have been diagnosed at 2.5. But
yeah.
I guess when you move local authority, then they say you got to move GP and then you got to start again.
Yeah.
But where was I going? What did you just say?
About he was diagnosed later with a learning disability.
Yes, that's
also,
it. Sorry,
additionally.
that is it.
Yeah.
So when we had to go and see the pediatrician, and there was the pediatrician and someone else, there was either 2 or 3 people there, and they said, please come with someone. I just knew. I was like, at this point, come on, he's about 7. I knew he had autism because Google told me.
Yeah.
But when they said he's got autism and learning disability, I thought they were the same thing.
No.
It's not.
No.
I realized there and then, and I was like, yeah, of course, because you just said he had
No.
autism. So I realized some people have autism and not a learning
And
disability.
not a learning disability. Especially we see a lot of high functioning
Yes.
children
And
who
adults
are
with,
adults, yes, and you think, wow, they're excelling at school, so there's no learning disability there.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
do have autism, but no learning disability, so they are able to just I wouldn't say forge their way in life,
Yeah.
but they're just able to thrive
Yeah.
in that way. And some of our children are not able to learn like everyone else would learn, and some they can learn with pictures. And another thing I've learned about learning, we sort of like push our children to be able to write and learn math, and that's not the only learning that there is.
It's true.
That's not, socially our children, as long as he can sit still and just be among other people, for us, that's a huge thing. Like I don't have to babysit him. He can, go on his phone or do whatever. And that's a win for us.
Yeah.
Lusanda, when he was younger, he used to touch women's,
Okay.
because he didn't know softer places. He used to want to put his hand in softer places, right in between thighs,
Yeah.
other people's thighs, and obviously that behavior, that's not
it's not
proper behavior, right?
Yeah.
So Lusanda does not do that anymore. So he has learned those social skills, or that you cannot do that. But that's taken forever. He's 22 now.
Yeah.
Right? So learning, it would be nice for for other parents with special needs to recognize that, just because your child cannot do math and add 1 plus 1, it doesn't count them out.
Yeah.
To say, oh well, I guess they're not smart, or whatever you want to call it. There are other things that we can focus on.
Exactly.
Yes, it's important that they get their GCSEs, they get their degree if they can. But some of our children may never be able to
I like the
to
way
do that.
you said,
Yeah.
if they can.
If they can.
Yeah, but if they can't,
can.
then focus on other things. Like my son,
Focus on
he's,
other
they're
things.
trying to build, learning around road safety.
Yeah.
So they have their little high vis on.
So I have a story about road safety. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I rather collectively we can support him with that.
Yeah.
Then an incident happens.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is why I go to the gym and I go netball to keep up with the fitness. Because if by accident, like yesterday, he came off the bus, and usually the bus will wait till I get to the, come out the house, get to the door. They open the door, then they hand him over to me, hand in hand, we walk.
Yeah.
For some reason, they decided before I reached the bus that they were going to open the door. He was ahead. He ran out. The PA said, oh, it's because mummy, he wants the toilet. But he looked at me, laughed, and tried to run away. That could have been another situation.
Yeah.
So right now, as it stands, cannot trust him. He needs to be held. And of course, if we can work towards road safety, then that's great.
Yeah.
Another thing they've done is they're also going to ASDA today. So they
Yeah.
asked us to give them a couple of pounds so they
Yeah.
can build up. You know, it's about building up, especially as they get older, building up those independent
Yes.
skills. So
For our children especially,
yeah,
learning those skills is so important.
yeah,
Knowing, oh, this is a £1, or even a value of money. What does a £1 buy?
yeah.
You know, when we're talking about road safety, and I have a story, Lusanda, when we were teaching him about road safety, right? To look left, right, and left,
Mm.
And we thought Lusanda was actually learning because he would then look left, look right, look. But Lusanda was not even looking at cars to see, is there a car? He was just doing
Because that's what you told him to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was fun one day, and then he was doing. I was like, he's looking up. No, you need to. And then he would just be crossing, and there's a car. Wait. You're supposed to be looking at the cars. But Lusanda did not understand,
Yeah.
none of that. So that's funny. And also, we need to be able to laugh
Yeah. Oh my
and not
goodness.
take ourselves too
That's what I
seriously.
said on my WhatsApp yesterday.
When you have a child with additional needs, you cannot afford to take life so seriously, or otherwise you'll go crazy.
Mm,
Sometimes I just have to laugh about things.
mm.
When he puts on his shoes and socks, he'll spin the sock and spin it anti-clockwise. And then 10 minutes later, transport is waiting for him. Lusanda. And then I laugh about things like that because it's just like, wow, I've never seen this. It's
Mm,
what a special human being you are.
exactly.
For you to do that, what is this? What are you doing? And
Exactly.
it's nice sometimes to talk to parents like yourself,
Yeah.
Sim, because we're not laughing at our children. Like,
Yeah.
you just have to laugh about these things sometimes
Otherwise you'll be
because
crying all the time.
it's just like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Ronan has confirmed, yeah, his daughter has got autism.
Oh, okay.
And then but I won't read out Roman's one. He loves Lady Gaga.
Okay.
um, and then Ronan has said, where I come from, as someone with autism, I wasn't supported by my parents or village,
Mm,
as autistic people were meant to stay hidden. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Or not mentioned. It was only the 1st of January 2013 it was allowed. Honestly, I'm so sorry to hear about your
Yeah.
experience, Ronan, because to think if our children were born, I know Ronan's in his 30s,
Mm,
but even decades ago, you know, when
yeah.
people say, oh, autism wasn't around back in the day, what they were doing was locking them away.
Locking them away.
They were
Yeah.
locked up somewhere in some institute, or
Yes.
institutional place, should I say?
Yeah.
And or at home,
Oh, it's always been around.
always.
Yeah, it's always been around. And sometimes I hear some Christians saying to me, "Oh, but autism is not in the Bible."
Oh my gosh,
And it's just like, okay, call it something else. But my son
that
has
what?
got
Someone
some
really said
addition.
that to you?
Yes, but it's not in the Bible.
Is cancer in the Bible? If we were to
Yes.
really go to heart disease,
Oh, is that in the Bible? That's a good question.
like honestly, the people
Yeah.
don't think. You have maybe two types of people. You've got the ones that mean well. They don't know what to say.
Mm,
They
yeah.
honestly don't want to say. They don't know what to say. So
Yeah.
it might be a little bit like, "I'm sorry to hear," which, granted, some people are thinking, "Why are you apologizing?" But they don't mean it in a condescending
Yeah.
way. Still, some of
Yeah.
them, um, and then they just say what's the first thing that comes to their head,
To the
and you're looking at
head.
them like, "Did you think about that?"
Yeah.
And then you've got the ones that you mention, that it's like a backhanded slap, really, a
Yeah.
backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
And what was I going to say to you? Do you want to mention about how you felt even fellow Send families have responded to you?
Mm. So just before we go ahead, there's also this backhanded what would I call it? Compliment, I guess.
Okay.
That some people will give you. Oh, at least he's got 2 hands and two feet, so at least he can walk. You know, you know. And it's just like, yes, he can walk. Yes, he's got 2 arms. Yes, he's got 2 feet. However, he still has mental health issues. There are still behaviors. There are still things that I need to advocate for him. He's 22. I would love for him to get married,
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
However, that might not happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my other children who choose their partners.
Yeah.
But just to go back to your question, there was a time when Lusanda had to go to a supported living. There was a time when we couldn't manage him at home. I couldn't manage him. The school couldn't manage him. And he had to go to a supported living. It was a difficult decision that had to be made. Well, he's back home now, but for 9 months, he was in that supported living. And I remember one of the parents saying to me, "Oh, I would never." The parent also has a child with additional needs. But I would never. Why are you sending your child to a supported living? You're abandoning your child. You had
Did they
this.
say that?
Yes, that I was abandoning my child. And mind you, this was a Christian parents as well. I think judgment, I think we need to be very mindful, because you might have a child that has autism, and I also have a child that has autism, but their journeys are so different. And just allow the parents also to make those mistakes
Yeah.
that they make. By the way, it wasn't a mistake for Lusanda to go to the supported living. At that time, that was a season for him to be there, so I could also just recuperate,
Yeah.
and just all of us. So that was meant to be at the time. So decisions like that are not easy decisions for parents. You're not just trying, wanting a way out, and you want to be free.
Yeah.
Just the judgment. We just need to be so mindful, even for us children with, you've got a younger child. He's 12, right? Callum's,
Yes,
he's
he's
still
just turned
he
12.
just turned 12. Mine is 22. Let me not judge you when Callum is not doing what Lusanda was doing at 12.
Yeah.
Like, oh, at 12, Lusanda was not in
Yeah,
nappies.
yeah.
Was not in nappies. By the way, toilet training. I don't know how you find toilet training. Toilet training was the hardest thing.
Oh, what age was he when he?
For daytime, he was dry at like 6, 7. But nighttime,
Was more hard.
Lusanda was still wetting the bed at 15 when he was a teenager. And he had sleeping issues.
Which is not so uncommon for.
Yes. So he was on melatonin to help him with sleep, or otherwise he would be up all night, and he would wake up as a zombie. I would be a zombie because I would need to be up as well. However, melatonin started not working. They kept upping the dose. So I had to choose. I remember one of the GPs said to me, "You're gonna have to choose whether you wake him up at night to go to bed, to go to the toilet a few times, to go to the bathroom, and risk him not falling back to sleep, or like which one is important." Because the nappy, he would then take it off at night.
Okay.
And then remove the the covering that you put to protect the mattress.
Yeah.
So
it's like double work.
Yes.
Yeah,
So he would once you put it on, when you wake up in the morning, he had removed all of that. The mattress is wet.
Yeah.
I don't know how many mattresses I've had to buy financially.
Oh my gosh, that's
That's
a whole nother interview.
And then he was and then the bedroom would be smelling. sometimes it's just, this is a new mattress, I just bought this one.
Mm.
And then until I found the ones that are just plastic. I just,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, the mattresses that are
The
just.
mattresses that are just covered with.
Oh, I might
You have to
get that
find
one.
them on this other website,
Oh.
alternative website. Until I found those, and then that was much better.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've spent so much money
I can
with it.
imagine.
Yeah,
And not to mention when things are broken in the house because he's had a meltdown or or something.
the bed is broken, and then he jumps on the. He loved to jump onto the
I
bed and
see.
not just, ease in. Broken
Wow.
beds.
Honestly.
It's been
So
so much.
just
Yeah.
catching up. Ronan says autism has always been around, but the Alaskan government always says it doesn't exist. Wow, really? I'm gonna have to research
Yeah.
that. So Ronan, when we're talking about the Bible, am I in the Bible? I don't exist. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Ronan, I know. Oh, let me read this last part. As someone who's not a Christian and is someone who's just observant, this is just my views. The Bible is seen as teaching that those with neurodiverse conditions are part of God's design and purpose.
And they
Amen.
are. Yeah, they are,
And
Ronan.
Ronan, I
Yeah.
know that you've got a very high level of like intelligence, like intellectual and emotional. Because I must say, Ronan is like, I wouldn't say he was one of the. Yeah, you are kind of like one of my originals, definitely. Maybe come the third or fourth live, he's
Mm-mm.
been with me. He's so supportive,
Yeah.
and I guess he's like the older brother of the chat because everyone's
Oh,
like, "Hi, Ronan." You've got like so many other
we
people that
appreciate your
we love
presence,
you,
Ronan.
Ronan.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say now, I get so into it and then I forgot. I forget.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
what I don't want, Ronan, is that we're not here bashing the church.
No, no,
What we
absolutely
are
not.
saying is, and I know
Yeah.
you know that, but we're human, and I
Mm,
feel like whether it was another religion or another organization, we have to remain teachable, don't we? And
mm,
I really hope for all the people that have said things, and we do expect more from, say, people that believe in God and things like that, in
mm.
the sense of be wise with what you say. Like, don't
Yes.
make us feel any worse, like we're not doing the best that we can,
Yeah.
or telling us. And I know people mean well. Have you considered this? Have you tried this? Have you done that? Yes, we've tried it. No, you're not doing this. But
Yeah. Yeah.
unsolicited, like, come on, it's already at its most peak. So overwhelming, so tiring, and then you've got to kind
Yes.
of carry other people's opinions and views. So I'm not even going to ask you for us to record this, because what we're going to do, we're going to record this again of like, I hope YouTube won't be like, oh, you're reusing. Yes, it's my own content, so I can
Yeah.
edit
Yeah.
it. But I really want to, once I do that, Hettie, I want to share that with people in the church.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will do hashtag church, hashtag, because people need to realize
Mm,
you don't know. What's the saying? Those that feel know. Meaning,
mm.
as it says, you're not walking in our shoes.
Yeah.
Yes, you get, I'll pray for you, sister. Jesus, right?
Mm,
Whenever he went, just before he would heal, he'll look at the person's needs
mm.
and he'll meet them at that need. If they were hungry, he'll feed them. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not asking for your money. And
Yeah.
that's why when I spoke about my mum, I was saying she would go above and beyond, Hetty.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? She wouldn't just be like, I'm praying for you. She'd be like, I'm coming round. I'm gonna do
Mm,
this. Let me tidy. Even if I was like, no, 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 don't worry, mum.
mm.
And I
That
know
is
like we can't
amazing.
really put that on others, but
Yeah.
sometimes when people, they were saying this on a few social media platforms like Instagram, sometimes when you say, and it's nice that people ask to be,
Mm,
let's just get that out of the way.
yeah.
But they were saying sometimes when it's like, if you need anything, let me know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know what you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes like deep down, you're just thinking, I don't know, so I'm not going to get in contact with you again.
Yeah.
But if it's a situation where someone could be like, even if it's just curiosity, would Callum like to come round? Would he be all right, like, with my children? Would he be? You don't get it.
Yeah.
So it's about just managing it, being at home. If we can get out, we will.
Yeah.
Thank goodness the local authority are funded for a PA. This PA's agency is very consistent, unlike the last. No disrespect, they might be following me, but this particular one, even the timings, be like you, early. Like if they say they're coming at 10, they'll be outside at 9:55.
Yeah.
You know, and it just gives us time to just recoup, you know.
Yes.
We love our children. We won't change it. We won't. There's certain things I'd change. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Because I've seen other sort of SEND parents say, I wouldn't change anything. I would love my son to speak full sentences. Who wouldn't?
Oh.
Who wouldn't? You know, at the moment he might say single words, which is amazing, and that helps us. You know, he can tell us about. I'd love him to say, if he's in pain, Mummy, I'm in pain in my stomach, Mummy, my back is hurting. Let's not lie.
Oh, you know, you just mentioning that is just getting me a little bit emotional, because if there was one thing I would change about my son, it would be for him to be able to tell me that I have a headache, it hurts here, it hurts here. At the age of 22, right now, I never know, my son has never been able to tell me when he has pain. And as you can imagine, he's 22. I'm sure he must have had pain somewhere in his body, in his and so what I try to do now, Simone, is when I can see that he's not himself, I would point. I would say, does he hurt here? Pain here? Pain here? Then say, no, no, no. And I remember one time I was touching his finger. I said, pain here? And then he said, yes. And I was like, oh,
wow.
So he bites his fingernails.
Yeah.
He had bitten his fingernails that went, it bit the, you know, the top bit of his finger, and he was in pain. But that's one of the things my son cannot tell me. Now, I don't know about the future when he's in pain.
Yeah.
I have to, I mean, even when he was younger, you know, like most children, we as parents, you have to think, oh, does he have temperature? Let me touch it.
Yeah.
I still do the same thing with Lusanda.
With being very respectful, it's almost like, and I'm sure Lusanda can do a lot more because he's older, you know, by 10 years from Callum, but equally they may be on par with some other stuff. It's like, you know, a newborn baby, or at least a baby sort of under 1 or whatever. It's almost like not being able to come out of that phase in some ways.
Yeah.
Because, like, I see comments all the time, like when I watch other people's videos. Oh, I'm not sending my child to nursery until they can speak. what I want to do, and I get the concern. I don't know if you've seen recently, a nursery worker's been convicted for 14 years after what she did to this poor innocent baby. Strapping. Oh, I've got to be careful because I don't want YouTube to lock me out. But it wasn't nice. This baby was at their first full day at nursery and suffocated. But if we were to wait until our children spoke,
that may never happen
then we will be at home with them. And it's not always healthy to be at home. Yes, there are children, but it's about getting out. Callum is at his happiest when he's out with us or out with his PA. My parents, my mum and stepdad are getting on a bit. So, you know, they wouldn't risk probably taking him to the park because if he runs off, they can't catch him.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's other ways. Our dear sister from church, we get so, I thank God for that.
I think also, just to add on what you just said, Sim, is for those of us who believe in God, that's why I don't know how other people deal with this, what other faiths they have. But for me, just trust, believe in God, because I have to send Lusanda out there.
Yeah. And
Lusanda
you
has
don't
got,
know.
and I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I have to pray and say, Lord, protect my child.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know, because He cannot tell me.
Yeah.
And then how many people, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do you know that you can trust with Kalam?
It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
I was sharing it with the
Yeah.
live. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah, how many people do you have that you can trust? Because Lusanda, still now at 22, he wouldn't be able to tell me that, oh, when you were gone, Sim did this to me.
Mm,
He wouldn't be able to share that with me. So
mm,
that's why I've got to trust God to protect Lusanda
mm,
and, you know, and cover him,
mm,
because I can't protect him 100%, you know.
mm.
Sorry, continue. Yeah.
I was sharing with the chat the other week. I said one time, it was either the chat or maybe it was the video, I can't remember. Callum left me, his face was fine. He then came back at the end of school when he was dropped off by the bus. There's a mark on his face. So naturally you're thinking there's an adult, well, there's two adults on the bus. You've got the driver, you've got the PA. Yeah. I then realized I already sent an email, took a picture, and then I realized that the school had made a comment to say, oh, we noticed this mark on his arrival. So I'm thinking, okay, it didn't happen at school, because I'm thinking it happened at school. So I'm emailing transport. What happened to my child? Hettie, if it's a situation where it's another child that might have lashed out, then let me know. I can handle it, because I know Callum's not been completely innocent, you know, when he's been overstimulated or something. Nobody could tell me anything. No one knew. Fair enough, I wasn't even putting it all on the driver because he has to focus on the road.
Yeah.
But you're telling me the PA is there, and it was so obvious. And so we can only, and I'm going to read Ronan's comment just after my statement. Me and you, we have our faith there, and whether people believe in it or not, that's what keeps us sound, because honestly, it's a lot to deal with. So Ronan was saying, even if I'll never believe in Christianity or any religion, because everyone deserves to have their own opinion, I'm atheist, I believe in what I believe. You two lovely souls believe in what you want. Of course, Ronan.
Of course, yeah.
And of course, you know, when you, whatever it is, some people love cars, they love vintage cars, they love traveling, they love football teams, like the best football team in the world, Arsenal, not Liverpool. And so, are you Liverpool?
Arsenal.
Oh, yes, yeah. So for us, you know, I don't know how long you've been a Christian. I've been brought up in church. We're not gonna hide that, you know, and that's kept us. That has kept us in place. So, what I love about this channel, it brings different people from different walks of life.
Yes.
But we're respectful, you know,
Very respectful.
and we listen. I hear other people's journeys, but I also share our own. So, Hettie, thank you so much for your time. Sorry, I've just started sneezing. Thank you.
No
Ronan's
problem
made a comment about Arsenal. I'm mindful I have another interview in about 25 minutes.
Yes.
I don't think I can go live.
Yeah.
As beautiful as it's been.
There's so much to unpack. We probably should have a part 2.
Honestly, I would love that, Hettie.
We probably should have it.
I would honestly love that.
Yeah.
I would even love if your family were up for it. I don't even mind coming to yours. If your children want to share, because that's one thing I haven't been able to get a point of view from, or perspective from, is the siblings.
I'm sure they would. Sorry guys for selling you out, but I'm sure they would.
Ronan said, well, he said many things about Arsenal, but we won't go there. But he said, Hettie, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me, Sim.
Oh, no, it's been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure. So let me just sit next to you, because as I said, I'm just going to use the same footage, but cut it up a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, look at my zooming in ability. Yeah. Hopefully YouTube, because there was one time I did a review on someone's video, music video, and then it flagged up, oh, you've used someone else's content. So I'm hoping if I can chop it up, put music on. But even if they say you've used someone else's,
how long do you have to chop it up? Is it within 10 seconds? 10 seconds?
No, so that's if it's the shorts. Now shorts have gone up to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But Ronan's put epic camera skills, Sim. Leave me alone, Ronan. Because I was trying to zoom out.
Ah, okay.
Let me come in front. He's so funny. Because they never see this. It's like the first time.
Yeah.
But Ronan, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for being a very keen well, you're so supportive, and I really appreciate that. And for those of you that are watching the replay, got some amazing people out there as well. Thank you for your support. But I just want to say a big thank you to you, Hettie. You've been absolutely amazing. We've been waiting for this interview for, I'm not exaggerating, years. Like honestly, years.
Was it before COVID or after COVID?
Could be. Yeah, so I really appreciate your time. I know you're busy.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
But as I say, so guys, if you have watched this video or live, I keep forgetting it's a live, please like, please subscribe, and then when I upload it, you can comment. And as I say at the end of every recording, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, but we're in this together. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, thank you so much, my lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Ronan. I'm not going live for the second one. Lots of love to everyone. Take care, guys.